My topic is strength. While going over all of the stories in class, I noticed the theme of strength running throughout. Whatever the source of this strength may be, it propels the characters in these stories to reach their destinies. Three stories I will be talking about in this video is the story of Kanu, the story of Odysseus and the Lotus Eaters, and the story of the Golden Waters. The first story is the story of Kanu. This story displays different types of strengths. In this story, Kanu's daughter was stolen by Kanu above. This loss would have made Kanu weak, but the love he had for his people gave him the strength to continue. This love also then translated into letting some troublesome strangers into his village. But these strangers were a lot stronger than anyone imagined. They had been banished for their differences their whole lives, but they didn't let that make them weak. Their respect and love they had for themselves helped them overcome any adversity. And in the end, it was a combination of these strengths that led to the destiny of Kanu's daughter being saved. This can be translated locally to Martin Luther King Jr. He faced a lot of obstacles due to the difference, which was his skin color. But the love he had for himself and his people let him overcome that adversity. The next story to display the key concept of strength is the story of Odysseus and the Lotus Eaters. In this story, Odysseus and his men were on a voyage home. During this voyage, they landed on the islands of the Lotus Eaters. Due to its beauty, the men decided to stay there and rest, so Odysseus sent out scouts to see if the natives were friendly. But when the men never returned, Odysseus went searching for them. We discovered the locals had given them an intoxicating narcotic, which was the lotus flowers. This caused the men to fall asleep and forget all about their homes. It was also addictive and made the men only want to eat more. Odysseus' force was exercise his strength as a leader and had to physically remove them and bring them back to the ship. And this also put them back on the path of their destiny and to go back home. As a local level amplification, most college kids get this lotus effect when trying to do their homework. There are endless distractions from homework like social media sites or Netflix that will keep college kids in endless cycles until they get the strength to pull themselves away from these distractions and get back to doing. The last story to display this key concept of strength is the story of the Golden Waters. In this story, there's a sister and her two brothers. They heard about the treasures that lay atop a mountain a distance away. These siblings wanted these treasures for their home, so the oldest brother ventured to the mountain first. But he was not strong enough to return, so the next brother went to the mountain. But again, he was not strong enough to return either, so the sister had to go to the mountain herself. On the way there, she was warned about voices that would make her turn to stone if she listened to them. But she was smart, so she plugged up her ears before climbing up the mountain, and she was able to make it all the way up while ignoring the voices. There, she obtained the treasures and saved her brothers as well. Her strength and love for her brothers enabled her to complete her journey and destiny, for those treasures then led her and her brothers to be reunited with their father, the Sultan. My individual level amplification to this story is with me and my brothers. I also have two older brothers, and if they were to get into any trouble, the love I have for both of them will give me the strength to bail them out. This image shows McKeldin Library. This image combines dialectical tensions between the concept of courage, motivation, and my concept of strength. I chose this place to take a photo of because it perfectly combines these three topics. As a local level amplification, McKeldin Library is the place to go when students need to study and frequently when they need to pull an all-nighter. In order to pull an all-nighter, you must first need the courage to go through with it. Next, you need the motivation to want to study that topic all night. And last, you need the strength to be able to stay awake. Altogether, the story of Kanu, Odysseus, and the Golden Waters show that strength in any form is needed to meet your destiny.